That was a lot different than I anticipated. Let's talk about it.
Gracias por ver la esquina de Jody. Thank you for watching Jody's Corner.
YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. This is the Wandavision episode 8 spoiler review. There's only one episode left after this, but I had all of the dice rolling on this episode to be completely different, totally different than anything we've ever gotten in the rest of this series of WandaVision. And I was right. It was exactly that. WandaVision episode 8 is the best episode of this season. Episode 8 is different than anything we've gotten in the show. Episode 8 should have been episode 2. And what I mean by that is it showed a lot of depth for the character Wanda. It went into her psyche. It went into her origin. It gave her motivations, why she loves Vision so much. Now, some of it was rushed. Some of it was like, oh, okay, you're going to show the love for Vision by showing me flashbacks. That's a cheesy, real shortcutty, douchey way of, shortchanging the audience by showing flashbacks to try to give a character depth when clearly Wanda didn't get that type of character development in the MCU. So I need you guys to understand, it's hard for me being an MCU fan to see these MCU movies and see Wanda kind of like relegated to the side as like a baby character who had to get babysat through most of her tenure in the MCU, to seeing this WandaVision show on Disney Plus where she's the tits, and then they want to give her all this backstory because they didn't show her love. So you're trying to give her all this backstory in this season when you didn't give her no love in the MCU. It's kind of like, all right, the MCU in the films, in the theaters, is the major league, and Disney Plus seems like to be the minor league. That's how it comes off to me. But it's neither here nor there. I understand that Kevin Feige needs to move on, and we need to move forward with this next phase 4 of what's going to happen. We got to bring X-Men, Fantastic Four. There's a lot of pressure on the MCU to take it to that next cosmic level. WandaVision is the first step into doing that. I'm very much solidified in my stance that WandaVision will probably be the one to bring X-Men into this universe, especially after seeing this episode. So let's talk about the episode real quick. So Agatha is Agnes is Agatha Harkness. It shows in the beginning of this episode. It was really dark. I almost turned it off. Fast forward through it. I don't know what made me watch it. I watched it. These witches were doing his magic shit. It was dark and it was eerie. It was adult, right? This is definitely TV 14 material. This is what I'm talking about. This is the good stuff, right? But the bad stuff, because it was all these witches and sorcery. Once I saw Salem, I said, oh my God, they're about to burn this beach at the stake. And they tried, and these witches were other witches, and it was kind of like a spin. And her power, Agatha had this amazing power because she was absorbing the magic from all the other witches, and even the mother witch, she absorbed her, left her into a corpse, looked like an orange peel at the end. I said, oh, look at all these orange peels around here. Y'all came here to torture me, to punish me, this peach, and I turned all y'all young bitches into orange peels. All y'all look like the lady off of freaking Star Wars, The Force Awakens and shit, that had the lightsaber. They all done. So this episode let me know, first and foremost, that Agatha, is powerful, bruh. And I'm telling myself, like, okay, for sure. So Agatha has all this power. We seen that she tricked Wanda. She put the spell on her and started to make her eyes turn purple. I'm like, all right, for sure. So Agnes is the shit. Agatha is where it's at. But then instantly it flashes back to the present. And Wanda's like, what have you done with she tries to use the magic. She's like, oh, sorry, honey. Don't you see the 4 walls on my spell? You can't cast spells in here unless you're me. Yeah. So I'm like, that's a little bit cheesy if you ask me. So I'm instantly already in my head like, so Agnes, a.k.a. Agatha Harkness, you just showed her being one of the most powerful witches, who then she turns into sucking Wanda's tits for the breast milk to tell her and ask her, how are you so powerful? Wait, what? but she can't use spells in this mode because you put something, but you're calling her the most powerful Scarlet Witch that ever exists. She's the Scarlet Witch. Oh, you're a legend. You're a special witch. But here you are interrogating her, bullying her, making her go through these doors of her terrible past that she clearly doesn't want to go into, but she walks through the doors anyway because you're telling her you have her children somewhere. And I'm like, okay, this is whatever, but let's see it. But once she starts to, I'm instantly like, this is just weird. So she starts to go through these doors, and that's when we started to get that development. You know what I'm saying? She went through door number 1, and that was her. Oh, man, it was her as a little girl. That little girl actor, cute, adorable, great emotion in the face, big, huge eyes. Felt bad for her. You know, she wanted to watch TV with her mama and papa, watching I Love Lucy, the Dick Van Dyke Show. Then we get the call back to why she, with all the shows and stuff, why I had all these sitcoms and stuff like that leading in every episode. So that tied in. That was cute. I'm like, all right, that's nice. You see the family, you see the bomb. It said Stark Industries. And then she was kind of reaching her arm out. And then Agnes said, yo, what was that? Hey, no, Beach. What was that? Well, it was a dud. The bomb didn't go off. You sure? I need to see what's going on more. Went through another door. It's her being manipulated in this, back in Ultron when she was being tested on with the Mind Stone that's been killing everybody else. But she comes in and she opens that Mind Stone up, and that Mind Stone says, I feel something special about you. And then Wanda's like, yes, I know you do. And then it shines. And then you see this silhouette, and the silhouette looked exactly like Scarlet Witch in the comics. It had her like outline of her like mask face with the little cape. I said, okay, that's Scarlet Witch right there. And I guess that was the moment where the raw power first revealed itself and then went away forever. And we got kind of got a glimpse of that. And then but the security cameras didn't see none of that. They saw something totally different. They just saw her fall out. And then they was like, she was like, that's interesting. I have a theory, but let's go through some more doors. So then she goes through another door. And what was that door? I guess it was the door where she went to pick up Vision's body. It shows she drove up there. She was really emotional. By the way, her acting was incredible throughout this whole entire episode. This is her best acting of the entire series. She's killing it. You know what I'm saying? The motion, the tears, it just flows so naturally, and you can feel her pain. One thing that I don't buy, I need you guys to understand this. I don't buy her love for Vision. I'm not going to buy how fast and cheap that is. You're just trying to you're selling me that somewhere between all these movies, there was this huge bond of aching love to the point where I'm mourning so deep and bad that my powers explode and create you and create another reality. That's okay if you buy it. I just personally don't. I like my character depth, and I want my love scenarios to be more organic than that. Let's think Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor. Let's think Captain America and Peggy Carter. Even a little bit of Iron Man and Pepper. That's the type of stuff that I like. This one is a little bit more rushed and is doing it for the sake of the story. Just want y'all to know, I see that. I don't buy it. But what I do see and what I do buy is that she sold in these moments, she sold her emotions. I believe that she definitely had a love and affinity, a deep, profound love and affinity for Vision. And I did buy it within the context of this episode. And that was powerful and it was effective. To see her go into I want his body. I want to just bury him. I just want to bury him. She didn't want no smoke. She just wanted to bury the man. It's a robot, but fine. He's like, and then she sees the director, the douchebag director of S.W.O.R.D. who doesn't know anything. He's a moron. He's like, it's not your property. I'm sorry. We just can't let a $3 billion piece of alien tech walk out just so you could put him in the ground. And I'm thinking to myself, why wouldn't you not just let her take the body, bury the body, and then you go exhume the body later? It's weird to me. Second to that, how is it that the S.W.O.R.D. agent said, oh, you think I would just let you take him so you leave him with the one person that could revive his soul and bring her partner back? And I was instantly like, wait a minute. What made you think that she could bring stuff to life? She's never shown any signs of that at all leading up to the time for you to say that. So that stuck out to me a little bit. So it comes down to the point where she's mourning so bad, she breaks the glass, she looks at his body and Vision's just sitting there. Dead. White eyes and everything. Nigga, that face had me dead, bro. Hole missing. You know what this thing did? This thing indirectly developed a character for me. This whole entire episode, especially with Vision, laying on the table, arms over here, legs down there, torso in the middle, head with a hole in him, white eyes, dead. You know what that shit developed for me? It made me appreciate somebody just a little bit more. If I appreciate him 0.3%, I appreciate him 0.35% now. You know what that character is? That's that nigga Thanos, bro. Woo, that boy Thanos said, give me this shit, nigga. Nigga's a thug. Thanos is a thug out here, bro. I'm just putting a little bit more respect on this man's name, bro. For all this damage to be happening, to see that hole in his head, to know that it came from something that didn't even mean shit to Thanos, bro. You just had a stone that I needed. Wanda said in Infinity War, she blew it up. He was like, Wanda was like, Vision was like, I can feel myself dying, Wanda. Yes, more power. Thanos is coming. You can do it. Nigga was coming. He was like, yes. Wanda, yeah. And she was like, you have no idea what I given up. Whatever. Nigga came back from his cum shot. Give me that shit. What freaking shit, bro? He brought it back to life. Said, nigga, give me this shit. Nigga turned, and then you have this face. And it's right here in this episode. Man, respect on that boy Thanos' name, bro. That's neither here nor there. I was just something that's consistently, something that's consistently going through my mind. All right. So then we get back to the point where she realizes and then we see you created this reality. Vision is the one that kept you at bay. Your love, you've been containing yourself all these years, and you've been using TV, your mom, your Avengers at one point, and at the last point was Vision. That was the breaking point. When you lost Vision, you lost your ability to contain your inner power. This is a trope that we've seen over and over and over across all media. We've seen it in our cartoons. We've seen it in our TV episodes. We've seen it in things like Dragon Ball Z with Gohan and his hidden power. Let it go. Gohan, I've seen beautiful things. Birds chirping, flying in the wind. Trust me, I'm nothing but a mohawk with a shattered skull. But listen to me, Gohan. Let it go. Turn Super Saiyan 2. We've seen it with things like even the Phoenix. She had that inner rage that she was being a nice little redhead. Nah, I'm a professor. Yeah, professor, I'll heal you. To raging Phoenix. This is something that we've seen many times. Now Wanda's doing it. I'll take it. It's Disney Plus after all. So I'm like, okay, I see. But what I do not appreciate, what I do not like, is the fact that Agnes showed all this manipulation throughout the show. All this stuff, all these things that she was able to go undetected by Wanda, who's supposed to be this Omega level character, power being, witch. What is up with the MCU all of a sudden being okay with dark magic now? You had Doctor Strange using astral. They even called it astral projection, not to piss anybody off. But here you are, you're talking about full-on spells, dark magic, cosmic magic. What did they say? Chaos magic. What is this, some Sonic and Knuckles shit? Anyway, they just okay with all the magic now. Hey, at least ain't Mephisto. I'll take it. So you had all this Agnes and showing all this power that she was doing, all this manipulation and stuff, casting spells to where she doesn't have spells, but all of a sudden now Wanda's using power and now Agnes is afraid of her. She has her 2 sons by bounds, which we could clearly see what's going to happen. She's going to sacrifice her sons. She's going to probably make her choose one of her sons to live, which would completely throw her off into the dark chaos realm, which would make her go full crazy. Or I think Agnes is going to just kill both of her sons right in front of her to trigger her. The end result of what I believe in episode 9 is going to be Agatha triggering Wanda by murdering the last things on earth that she actually cares about, her sons. And why does she even have sons? I'm still at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still don't buy the fact that she's able to create life, because if you could do that, Wanda, I need you to bring back Black Widow. I need you to go get Tony Stark. I need you to go ahead and cosmically create this motherfucker so Peter Parker can feel better and Pepper can feel better and his daughter, so he could take his own daughter to go get cheeseburgers and not happy. I need you to take a trip and bring back Coulson needs to make a comeback. You need to get Loki's scepter out of his back and heal that wound real quick and bring this man back. You know what I'm saying? Come back and give Crossbones another chance. That's the type of stuff that I don't like. But above all that, I don't like how Agnes and Agatha had all this power, and you're trying to sell me that she's so powerful, but then you show her at the end scared of Wanda. I know who you are. You're the Scarlet Witch. But didn't you just son her in this? It's just power scaling issues. You know, this is one of the same issues that I had with Infinity War. Power scaling issues and extreme power scaling issues where you use power scaling to tell your story. And that's an MCU trait that I've been noticing. I've noticed it heavy with Infinity War. And here it is again, where the power scaling is turned up and dialed back in order to tell the story. Action should never tell the story. The script should tell the story. You know, just because, we need Agnes to be powerful here so we can make Wanda innocent so we can go back to her backstory. All right, boss, I'll just write that right on in. She puts a spell, takes her power away, forces her to go through all these doors, makes her look weak, hides herself in all the Wanda stuff vision, tricking around, killing everybody, fake Pietro. Okay, now, Wanda, guys, Wanda needs to get buff now. She's going to get big tits. She's going to go from a B cup to a C cup. We need an upper power. Okay. Well, what do we do? Well, I need you to right away for Agatha to be okay. So Wanda unlocks hidden power. Agatha instantly gets scared and then dumbs her power down. All right, got it. I don't really like that type of stuff. You know, power scaling is an issue with this MCU, and I hope that they correct it. But I like this episode overall. I like this episode the most out of the whole entire series. I was wrong. I was wrong in thinking. I think we all were. I think we were all wrong in thinking about Mephisto, this, and the Pietro's a real crossover, and what is the other guy? But not Mephisto, but the other guy, some other evil guy. I'm glad that none of that stuff is really happening. But this has revealed an overall issue for me. At its core, this series wasted my time. I feel like I've wasted 6 episodes of time just to get to this point. And that's the real travesty here. Yeah, episode 9 could do what it does, but I already know episode 9 is going to be a cliffhanger. It's going to have a shocking reveal at the end, and then it's going to end, and we're going to have to wait till December until we see Spider-Man 3 with Doctor Strange in it. I understand that's what they're trying to do. And I ask you guys to mentally prepare yourselves for that too. Prepare yourselves for a huge cliffhanger that you won't see resolved or even addressed again until December when Spider-Man 3 comes out with Doctor Strange and stuff in the multiverse. Because if you've seen the reveal, you saw it flicker like Wandavision, it's definitely tied to that, okay? And that's why we're getting Tobey Maguire and all that stuff, because what's going to happen in this show is going to tie into why we got those Spider-Men. I won't be surprised if Tobey Maguire is in the last episode, or Andrew Garfield, or a character from those old Spider-Man movies. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the big reveal of next week. But anyway, neither here nor there. I feel like this episode should have been episode 2. Imagine, ladies and gentlemen, if this was episode 2, we skipped the TV show bullshit. We skipped the little hiding. We skipped the whole Agnes tricking Wanda. Now that is stupid. It's pointless. It's redundant. It doesn't help this show in any single way. The only thing that it does is show why Wanda loves the TV shows leading up to, that's not important to do this. To have 6 episodes, 7 episodes dedicated to these TV shows that don't make sense. This is a huge L on this series. You should have done this series from episode 8 moving forward. This should have been episode 1 or 2. Episode 1 was fine with the people coming from the snapback, showing Monica in the hospital, the recap. Great. Episode 2, this should have been episode 2. And then episode 3, what we're going to get to next week. And then moving on from that into something a little bit more epic. It's a huge disservice in my opinion. I feel like it's a missed effort. I will not be watching this series again. This has some of the lowest rewatchability value of anything that's probably out today because nobody gives a... When I say nobody, I'm not talking about fanboys and fangirls. Y'all are crazy. Y'all don't matter. Not talking about y'all crazy mother freakers. I'm talking about regular people, regular audience people who are here for entertainment are not going to rewatch WandaVision, seeing how this whole series has turned out. You honestly just need to go to episode 1, then come straight to this episode and maybe episode 9. Those are only rewatchability episodes, and probably even those aren't rewatchable. I don't even see myself coming back to watch any of this stuff. Maybe next week's episode to see the cliffhanger. But that's really it. And then when you look back at a show, what's the point? When you look back at a show and say, none of this is relevant, none of this is needed, I could just go straight to the end, that's not good for a show. I'll give my overall series review, its review when that time comes. But for right now, I feel like overall WandaVision itself is a missed opportunity that had great potential within it. And the potential only revealed itself in this episode. I didn't even see this show's potential until I saw this episode. How well they handled her origin, how well they handled her power, how well they showed her pain, how greatly they showed how much she loved Vision, and how they tied those things in together. Episode 8 was the episode to even start this series off with. It's just a shame that we got 6 episodes in between that don't mean shit. But that has nothing to do with what I feel about this episode, and I give this episode a B+. I really like this episode very much, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Tomorrow's Friday. Well, it's actually Friday at 1 a.m. now. So later today, Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, we're going to have the full spoiler discussion at the Justice League on Jody's Corner right here on this channel at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a lit show. I invite you guys all to be there. It should be fire. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more of that real content. I'm Jody Joe, and I'm out this thing. Deuces.